Alright, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network. Alright, y'all see what's going on here? As y'all see the thumbnail, y'all read the title under the thumbnail. Yeah, man, this one today is still dealing with the untimely demise of TakeOff. Now, I know y'all familiar with the story. It's pretty much trending right now on social media, pertaining to 1/3 of the Amigos taken out in H-Town at a private function pertaining to a dice game. Now, I know it's a lot of people in the comments, or a couple people in the comments saying, nah, it really had nothing to do with the dice game, but at the same time, the dude had trick dice. That mean it had everything to do with the dice game. That mean the trick dice ticked somebody off, if there was any trick dice, you understand? But at the same time, we do know that a fight broke out. Now, the thing is, was the fight intentional, or was it a decoy? You understand? Was it a decoy for somebody to up the blicky and take off? You feel what I'm saying? Y'all see the thumbnail. Y'all read the title. Offset just got word about what happened to TakeOff. You understand? He say he was out with his family. You know what I'm saying? He was at a whole nother event. You understand? He said when he came in the crib, he ain't hear nothing of it. He fell asleep, woke up, his phone was buzzing. Everybody was talking about it. He even got calls from Quavo, Coach K, and P pertaining to what happened to TakeOff. Before we get into it, let's first pay our respects and say rest in peace to TakeOff, condolences to his family, and much love to all my folks in the ATL, man. Hey, man, Quavo, keep your head up out there, brother. I know it's going to be hard. Same thing goes for Offset. Yeah, man, back to the story. So again, man, the whole situation is this. TakeOff should never get sent up. I know it's a lot of people who feel like, hey, that was God's plan. You know what I'm saying? Hey, things gonna happen as it does. Yeah, but at the same time, this whole story, this whole video is based on TakeOff should have never got taken out. And that's real. And that's something that even Offset speaks on. Offset said he was even gonna go to the event that they had because he had talked to TakeOff a couple days prior. You understand? He said he know a lot of people think that they don't talk because the group split. He said, no, it's not like that at all. They spoke almost every day. They family. They got love and connections. You know what I'm saying? He said, so at the same time, yes, he want to know what's still going on with his brothers pertaining to TakeOff and Quavo. You understand? That's his family. So again, at the same time, he in disbelief on what happened to TakeOff. Because even he feel like, hey, man, TakeOff, he was a cool, quiet cat. He wasn't even on that type of demon time that everybody be talking about. And that's what I said to you guys yesterday. This is the cat who says the least in interviews. He never asked for attention. You feel what I'm saying? Matter of fact, he always left behind small anecdotes that he had humor. You feel what I'm saying? I know a lot of people remember when they was on the Breakfast Club. And that's when the first time a lot of people started hearing the word cap. Yeah, we know in ATL they was using it all the time already. But I'm talking about 5-6 years ago when the Amigos was on Breakfast Club and Angela Yee asked the Amigos something about Nicki Minaj not knowing Cardi B was gonna hop on their album and do a diss verse on Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj saying that she didn't know that Cardi B was gonna do a diss song. Man, that boy TakeOff said cap. Now again, that's the first time the world had heard it from the world perspective. Like I stated, yeah, ATL was already using it. The reason why I stated that, because it's showing how, again, TakeOff had humor. You feel what I'm saying? Even though he didn't talk much, when he did talk, he always came with some type of advice, or he always came with some type of joke. You feel what I'm saying? So at the same time, this is the whole reason why the whole rap industry is in awe right now. You know what I'm saying? Not only because, yeah, it's the Amigos, but again, it's like TakeOff out of all people. You know what I'm saying? We don't want Quavo, TakeOff, Offset. We don't want no rappers to be taken out. You know what I'm saying? We want to see them grow old in age. You feel what I'm saying? And pass some information down on to the next generation about how to move in the industry. Feel what I'm saying? These dudes is not even making it to 40, bro. That's why at the same time, a lot of people always say there's no retirement for rappers. Now I see what they talking about. You feel what I'm saying? Especially when dudes is getting sent up between the age of 25 and 32 years old. Now I'm telling y'all, like, I was taken back when Nipsey Hussle got sent up just barely 3 years ago. Like, and then turn around, then Mo 3, and then turn around Young Dolph. You know what I'm saying? Barely going on a year ago. Barely going on a year. Then you got TakeOff. The reason why I mention those cats, because I did listen to their albums. Now, these are the dudes I listen to. Now, I know you got a bunch of other dudes in the industry that got sent up. I want to say rest in peace and condolences to their families as well. At the same time, the reason why I mention those dudes, because We seen their growth. We witnessed their growth. You know what I'm saying? We was part of it. A lot of people who's fans and supporters of those dudes I just mentioned, including the Amigos, we seen their growth. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why at the same time, that's the reason why people is feeling very uncomfortable and have a huge discontent about what happened to these guys. Because again, we talk about it all the time. Why always seem to be the dudes who's the most calmest, who's the most chill, you know what I'm saying? Who's never out here being sporadic, being the dudes that end up getting sent up, man. And it's a messed up situation again, especially pertaining to the rap industry. Feel what I'm saying? And that's something that even Offset spoke on. He said, hey man, this really couldn't be over a dice game because we shot dice all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do in our spare time. Offset even spoke on the fact that, hey man, they've been a part of plenty of dice games. You know what I'm saying? He said that's not the issue. The main issue is that there was a hater in the room. No matter if he was associated to the Migos or not, there was definitely a hater in the room. And at the same time, a lot of people is hearing that J.Prince Jr. affiliates had something to do with this whole situation. And also now people are saying that, hey, maybe they had something to do with the whole situation pertaining to Chicago jeweler Duke. Now, again, y'all would know that Duke, Chicago jeweler, he was sent up, so-called pertaining to a dice game, right? I know a lot of people saying, like, nah, he was sent up after the dice game, the day after, when he was coming from the concert with Boosie. That's when he got blicky down and sent up. Now I see the best solution to all this is for dudes with the bag to go to the casinos if you want to gamble. You want to shoot dice, play cards, anything of that nature. And again, you got the bag. Your best luck will be to gamble at the casinos. Because we see what the results be when dudes link up on their own time, throw their own private events, where dudes is there shooting dice. Now we seen the first case pertaining to what happened to Chicago's own Duke the Jeweler being in H-Town gambling, shooting dice, where he got a lot of people around him that he don't know of. So he count money around J.Prince Jr. and Boosie and a couple other people in there who maybe got the bag like him. But majority of those dudes there, they don't. Dealing with that, you surrounded by a lot of hate, greed, and envy that you not even familiar with. You feel me? Same thing happened with TakeOff. Because it was a private function, don't mean that dudes there that know you is still not envious and jealous of you. You feel me? So again, at the same time, it could have been somebody watching TakeOff the whole night to see his moves. And again, to throw a fight as a decoy. You feel me? That's why I stated, man, the best solution for these guys with the bag, if they want to gamble, go to the casinos. Because again, you're better secure by being surrounded around security, police, private security. And again, because you're better off making it back home to your family, knowing that you're surrounded by cameras, security, you know what I'm saying? All these things to make sure that everybody in that building who come to gamble make it back home to their family. So right there, a lot of people was feeling some type of way. Again, especially towards J.Prince Jr. and his affiliates. At the same time, like I told you guys before, even pertaining to Duke the Jeweler situation, I said, yeah, Chicago GDs, they want to come out, holla at Boosie and J.Prince Jr. Hey, same thing about to go for J.Prince dealing with guys out of ATL. It's a lot of people, a lot of folks in ATL that have a lot of love for TakeOff and the Amigos, period. So again, they're going to be pulling up to H-Town to see what happened. They're going to be pulling up to H-Town to question J.Prince Jr. and his affiliates to see if they really had something to do with this whole situation. Like I stated to you guys before, I'm hearing that that whole fight that broke out was a decoy. Was a decoy so that TakeOff can be an easy target. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of people didn't know that there. We tried to tell y'all before, man. If you mean to tell me they have security guards, you mean to tell me these dudes have their own security, they got their own guys, their own people, and they gonna let a fight break out to the fact that a blicky was up, but don't nobody know who actually pulled out the blicky. Come on, man. That don't even make sense. Now, as people listening to what Charleston Webb been saying, pretending to dudes in the rap industry, they got to calm down and they got to move a certain way because the way they moving now, hey, it's ending up in their untimely demise. You feel me? Hey, but as always, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network.